Hey, everybody out there. Let me get some music playing. And this is going to be a much different video for today. A few folks know. Turn the music up a little bit. Just what I was doing for January. Anyway, I know some people that have been hanging out have seen some of the discussions I've had around doing artwork. I illustrated this book that my sister wrote. It's a little children's book, and we had fun doing it. I did a lot of this in watercolor. Did some of the artwork on the iPad. She sent me over some new sketches that my brother-in-law has done for just doing some storyboarding, and need to figure out. It's been like, I don't know, 2 years now since having done this. So I think what my sister is going to do is take a lot of, or as much of the artwork and assets as we can reuse. So I just pulled out everything. So I've got like some of the original storyboard stuff mixed in with envelopes of assets here that I painted, cut, scanned in. So all of it was originally had like an intent of I don't know. I told my sister it might be fun to do like little like paper doll kind of stuff that you can either dress up or change. So I did a bunch of this different artwork, I guess with that intent. It's kind of the considered style. But as I said, I don't know. I don't have a ton of time this morning, but figured I'd do something a little different. Probably not going to actually do any artwork right now. I'm just trying to refamiliarize myself with some of these characters, what they look like. I do have the original paint that I used to do this, so I should be able to keep the colors the same. We did not end up going with this style either. It became I was trying to do like a pop-up book or something, so I mean, like I cut all these out. You can see I didn't do a, see if I zoom in, you can see I didn't do a great job. Like the lines are not great, but this is kind of where we started. Apparently I had some kind of a background and just reused the paper. All right, let's kind of go through. I'm curious. Oh, this was a piece of paper. Now I'm remembering from the brick here. I took a watercolor art class early 2000s and painted a brick. Apparently I didn't care enough about the brick to not reuse the paper for something else. The heck else do we got in here? All of these assets ended up actually being used, or a lot of them were used for like a Christmas scene. We did like a Christmas morning thing for my parents. It's still in their house. So like little presents. I think some of this stuff made it into the book as well. I don't know what, I think I was trying to make a weird crying line or something. Like we got a little tiny house, really tiny house, balls. And we did this, a lot of these things kind of came from our childhood. So I had this little pink pig. Was it pink? Maybe my sister had the pink one. I had a green piggy bank, actually made out of clay. This was an attempt at an opposable or movable arm. I still think there's a good idea for taking some of these assets and animating them. I was messing around with Procreate Dreams a little bit. That was a jump rope. It's kind of hard to see. Maybe anybody cares. That is what a tiny painted jump rope looks like. A stocking full of coal. a crummy little car. It's a sad car. What the heck else did I do here? Some kind of a gift or present or envelope. Little heart. Oh, this one was fun to do. Little tiny doll. If you're wondering why there's so much red on a lot of these as well, you can kind of see it on the doll. This one, see if I can zoom in enough. So basically I sketched everything out with a watercolor colored pencil first, like either red or maybe it was pink, but did all the sketch. Then if you're not familiar with watercolor, you have to kind of do one layer at a time. You gotta, unless you want them to the colors to mix, you gotta let it dry before you do the next layer of paint. So it can be a little bit of a trick, but yeah. I can see looking at this page here, looks like I'm gonna need to come up with some kind of a calendar, probably reuse whatever I ended up redoing for like this cat. Cat needs a birthday hat, clearly. I think the character maybe is going to need some either different clothes design. Looks like the mouth's a little different. My sister's got all these assets in digital, so I'll have to find out from her. But looks like we need a lunch bag, thermos, a bowl, a cereal bowl, spoon. There's a lot of little things here. Pack this back up. See what the heck else I've got going here. It's been so long. It's been like a year and a half. Table and the base. I think this stuff was for a lamp. Notebook, pencils, dry erase board, chair. I don't know. I don't think we ended up using the crummy school bus I did here. It's just too bad. I think we might have used this pillow design. Oh. Yeah, the problem with all of these is that if I drew them and painted them out, this black is not a consistent. It's not consistent. I'd have to like go over it multiple times with a pen to get it to work. We might have taken out some of the colors or brush strokes. I don't know. But you can see, like, I was trying to do hair and other things that we gave up on. Initial attempt at multiple arm designs, hair. We may have taken some of these. I might have redone the lines over it digitally. Some of these are just, my sister wanted textures of different kinds to have available to work with in Photoshop. So you can see some of that stuff in the book. This did go into, I think we used this for the kind of pseudo painting we did. It's got like a bunch of characters for my parents. Or crummy couch. Apparently just some random other paintings. I think my daughter, I don't think I was doing these. These might be for my daughter doing some stuff. Maybe it was me. I don't remember. All right. Just want to kind of go through real quick. Let's just see. As I said, I'm just trying to refamiliarize myself with the art style here because it's been so long. All right. My sister did recrop this all to a square size book because she's been getting it translated into different languages, and can't do, like, it's hard. I guess Amazon's not really doing these hardcover style anymore, so, or maybe, or at least she decided not to do it. see. We've got... I don't know. That is such an exaggerated mouth. I don't know that I'm going to go for that style. Some of these things will be... Some of the facial pieces will be easy to edit in Photoshop, just to kind of move it around. I don't know that I have a squinty eyes, but... start taking some notes. I told my sister we need a Excel spreadsheet with all the assets and what she needs, so it's easier for me to track what to work on. But let's see, we need a spring calendar. Maybe I'll do some of these stuff, do some painting on stream or something. You guys can laugh at me. We got spring calendar. It looks like we need a lunchbox. A thermos. Cereal bowl. I don't know why the cat has a happy birthday hat. Oh, because it says it's her birthday, the day before her birthday. Why would the cat have a birthday hat on? Well, at least we should have one because I think it'll be funny, but these are the questions we need to ask for storytelling. Why is the cat ready for the birthday the day ahead of time? Birthday hat or party hat? I think we'll be good for the table. And I know I did a bunch of assets for the background stuff. So we can probably figure out doing a kitchen scene here. Anything else sticking out to me? Maybe open mouth. I know I'm going to have to go through it. The other thing is I got to find out if I still have all my notes for what the pen size was. Because I spent a lot of time trying to make sure that all the line art would scale correctly and have a consistent size. So, I've tried to draw, like when I've done all this in digital, I've tried to draw everything in relationship to each other. So like I know that the parents and the kids and the cats all have a consistent size. So it's a little bit of a project, but anyway, oh, we definitely need a spoon. And I suspect I'm going to need a new arm. I don't know if we'll see how we have to do the arm or arms. I don't know that we have a hand resting on the table. Oh, this track's weird. I'll skip it. All right. Well, I will certainly be figuring out getting the iPad to hook up correctly so I can kind of talk through, show what I'm doing for some of this stuff, if anybody's interested. Looks like my sister did use that little flower shape design. Okay. And these rainbow socks were a real big pain to paint. Apparently that's the style of cat we went for. Maybe you need to do cat. All right. Well, Oh, that silly bus did make it, apparently. Hmm. Do, do, do. Well, all right. Move that out of the way. See what we got for blank paper sitting around. I still got some time. We can try and do some of these things. Right now, I'm not going to bother getting any water. I'm going to use this side of the paper. Don't need those strange butterflies. The flowers aren't bad. Maybe I'll see if my sister wants to reuse them at some point. All right. Let's see what we can do. What's a fancy... this may take several attempts. See what we like for brush sizes. Yeah, we've been trying to not have anything but the characters have black or dark outlines. So I'm going to want to try and paint this bowl so it's obvious it's a bowl and it has an inside and outside. So probably like light shading. I'll see. Maybe I could do it in... I could go get some pencils to do it. But let's see if we can paint it first. Paint something that's halfway decent first. I'm just going to do it in yellow just to get the basic shape. We'll color it back in after. Wow, that does not show up very good on OBS. Well, we'll give it a try. I'll fill it in shortly. So I'm not going to do the back right now because I want that to be a different color, and otherwise it's just going to all bleed together. And I kind of want to do like something weird that's like a, weird, like an interesting design or something on it. So let's try and just get some light colors in first. Uh-oh. Going outside the water here. But sometimes you can just kind of layer watercolor and get a halfway decent effect. And I'm intentionally just going super light right now. Keep going. I don't know how this is going to come out. I also got to be careful. If I make the art too complicated, it's not going to match the style that we've got for everything else. All the things you have to keep in mind. So I intentionally tried to keep all this like super simple, but all right. We got kind of a little bit going here. Now the problem is, basically, it's a lot of water. I don't know how well it'll zoom in, but I'd probably have to shine some light on it. It's quite wet now, so it's not going to be a good idea to drop more stuff on top of it or try and do like the backside. I also don't like the angle of it. We can always edit it and kind of in Photoshop to cut it down, but I don't know, I do feel like this one's, maybe I should sketch it out first. If I end up doing any more of these, you guys will get to see all the, or get a sense for how much you just got to kind of keep playing with it and get a sense for what you like or don't like. This is darker though. I always fix it in post. That's what post-production's for. Come on, you can get in the corner. This is the problem with watercolor. You just need to be cool with it. It's going to do what it wants to do. Maybe I need to go up here a little, get more of a lip on it. What the heck is this track that I made? So, yeah, let's leave that. Let's see if we can do, I know they got a lunchbox, but I want to do like a brown paper bag first. Let's start a lighter color first. We can always scale it. Trying to see if there's like one little loose bristle. I'll have to just deal with it. Go a little bit drier here. It's like a rough cut edge. Oop. This is a problem. You gotta be super patient. Then you start running out of ink. This is where you just get like the, you gotta, as I said, you gotta be okay with letting it do what it wants a bit, or just doing it a lot. It forces a level of discipline and practice that I'm a little bit rusty at. I haven't done much watercolor painting in probably since the last book. Although my wife has been asking me to do some stuff to hang up around the house, so maybe it's time to get back to it. I probably need to figure out how to adjust my camera so I can zoom in a little bit more. I don't know, it's not like super interesting. How do we get a little more water out of the brush here? see if I can erase some of the paint to get some folds going. Probably too much. Again, just practice. I'm just going to let this look weird. Let's see if we can erase the side. No, I picked up too much paint. It's not going to do it for me. I'll have to probably cheat a little and sketch this stuff out. So I can soften this up. No, it's too wet. Sponge time. Or I just smear it everywhere. Oh, well, I tried. Yep, it's done. This is why, as I said, you usually gotta let it dry. Before I usually do multiple passes, I will scan it in, so if I at least have something that's workable in digital form. So if I go mess it up, I'm like, okay, whatever. Still got something. Can I paint a cylinder for thermos? So I'm like 0 for like 2 attempts so far. I have my excuse though. Got a bit of a cylinder. I'm trying to push the ink to the left side though. Maybe I shouldn't work it any further. Like it's gonna have way too much water in here. All right, we're gonna try again for the bowl. Let's go darker this time. So, I don't know, there's like these like cool porcelain, like blue and white stuff that my grandmother used to have. I wonder if I can channel something like that. It's got like the top. That is not a great shape bowl, but maybe I can just do something interesting here. Probably not interesting. Let's just fill it in. Maybe it's like a stone style finish on the inside or something. I think the rim I did is at least dry enough. I probably can actually do another pass right now. I would not advise doing it under normal circumstances. Maybe. Color. Well, we got cereal in here, right? So Mixed in some loose cereal. Leave it white, and I kind of just do like an arch of a different color. I don't know how this, maybe this is going to look more like oatmeal. It's going like up, like horizontal, vertically too much. Need to mix it up. All right. Get some of the ink off the brush here. I gotta leave in like 20 minutes. Is the inside of the bowl? Is the inside of the bowl lighter blue? Maybe it's gray. I can grab like some of these older colors together. What do we get for a gray? This is where I think I've driven my sister nuts a few times. Actually, myself too, where I'll make a color and it's like, oh, can you do more of that? It's like, nope, I can't. I can get close, but I can't do that exact color again. All right. I'm going to move the mic for a second so I get closer. I don't know if I want to mess with that. So this is what the cereal bowl currently looks like. It's not great, but I don't know. As I said, I'm just trying to do like get back in the mindset of doing some of this stuff. Probably do the little bit more on the thermos. I'm trying to keep this to a similar style for what we were doing before. I think I was using this green. Let's do... The bowl's still wet up here. The red bowl is still wet. I need to be careful of that. I don't know if this is going to come out that great. Straw, thermos straw. Mostly just trying, like, when we've been doing this, just trying to come up with, like, really distinguishable contrasting colors and keep a lot of the shapes rather simple. So, or like having shades and tones to insinuate stuff. I want to paint a logo on this badly, but I also feel like I should probably not mess with it too much more because I should probably scan it in first. We got some extra paint. Let's see, party hat. Let's do some goofy. Just do some other goofy shapes and stuff for a little bit. We can always, we've taken a lot of the shapes too and like just in Photoshop recolored them. It's not too hard to do. Flare it out. Make it a wizard hat. I don't even know what I'm doing anymore. It's giving like a weird jaunty rim. Now it needs like a yellow bow. bow on it. Let's see if we can zoom in. I should probably do that anyway, because I don't think like you guys, anybody that's out there probably doesn't care about most of what I got going on here. Here we go. Big tower. It's not it's never too late to go back. I was just fine. Like I have to get myself back in the right mindset and just start doing it again, and then all of a sudden like stuff will start clicking. So I feel like this is all not great quality right now, but you know, just gotta get back to doing it. Like just doodle out some shapes and make it into something. Like here's a dragon. Why? I don't know. But, you know, I can even like just see like just doing this. It's like, oh, okay, I can start remembering a little bit of taking shapes. Doing something real quick. Loosen up. Fast and loose. I don't know. Now it's starting to remind me more of a, there's some shapes there that are making me think of like a deer or something, but I don't know. Just to me, it's always like, just don't be afraid to try something. I probably just wiped out the eye there. It's fine. The thing with watercolors, you just gotta just keep. You can do a little bit to erase, but it's really more. You just gotta kind of keep layering things on top of each other. My concern is my sister's gonna see this goofy dragon I'm doing, and then she's gonna want to stick it into her book someplace. But like, what are you doing? This thing was just a practice to goof around. I could ruin it. And then she won't be able to use it, but that also wouldn't be nice. I'm just doing this in one color, but it's fine. What kind of stuff did you used to like to draw, Big Tower? Or sketch, or whatever you used to do? These are very sad looking wings. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just kind of letting my subconscious push the ink around. Superheroes. That's cool. Any particular favorite superhero? I don't have like any definition for the feet or legs or anything either. Like the wings are weird for whatever. I don't know. Maybe they're not wings. I don't know. They're Dark Souls vestigial spines coming off. I'm supposed to do some more, like, kind of throw some paint down and see what happens. Get more water this time. Grab whatever we got for colors. Gotta clean up the pan anyway. Batman, Superman, G.I. Joes. Nice. I don't think I was a Transformer kid. I had friends that had G.I. Joes, but I watched the cartoon, but it I don't think I ever got any Joes. piece of hair stuck in here. I'm trying to get up. Come on. I gave a few years ago. I gave all my Transformers to my nephew. They might have been worth some money, but it's like, you know what? Toys should be played with. So I gave it to him. When he was done, he gave them back to me, and then I brought him down to my best friend since like 3rd grade. Brought it down to him down in DC for his son to play with, along with a bunch of comic books. How much more time do I got? A little bit. I don't know where this is going at this point. Except I might get it wet enough, I'll make a hole in the paper. Probably not. This is pretty big weight. Yeah, Batman's cool. I was never much into Superman. Couldn't tell you why. I was aware of Superman, but more Batman. Lobo was a excuse me. Lobo loved Lobo. Was the bunny samurai Yojimbo or Yojimbo Usagi or something? Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles for sure. X-Men. I follow the X-Men a bit. Spawn. Todd McFarlane's Spawn was pretty cool. What the heck else did I don't know, I could only afford so many comic books, so there was I'd say Spawn I probably had the most. Oh, Transformers I had a lot of comics, Transformer comics of. What else? Gen 13 I followed a bit. I don't know, I was looking at a lot of the Image comics. I read like the first 4 or 5 issues of, and then kind of just would bounce off because I'm like, okay, I kind of get the idea. More modern stuff. Invincible was really good. I never finished it, but I read, I don't know, a good like 100 issues of it or so. I did like it. I don't think I bounced off of it. I just had other stuff I wanted to spend money on. Read a lot of The Walking Dead as it was coming out. What else? Gotta be stuff that comes to mind. Bone. Scott Pilgrim versus the World. Oh, yeah. I don't know if you saw the beginning of the stream, but I illustrated my sister's children's book and did all the digital and watercolor art. It's a pretty simple style, honestly. I intentionally kept it simpler so that I could get through and complete it. It's like 30 something pages for all of this. So, but you can see like nothing like super complicated here. A lot of it was doing like Photoshop tricks to, my sister wanted to recolor stuff. She's quite good at Photoshop, and just taking a lot of the stuff I painted and reworking it. So it's a lot of like 1 or 2 color things. Yeah, I kind of started this stream with just kind of talking about some of the stuff I was doing. So my sister sent me over about just before I got let go, maybe around the time I got let go, she had done all the words for the sequel book, and I don't know. I gotta just start going through, breaking down, figuring out what assets we've already got that are done, and then like what needs to be redone. So, like on this page, gonna do it. I know it's cheating to some extent, but I told her I was like, I'm not. My sister likes to be very particular about positioning and things, and I was like, I'm not doing a watercolor paint, like full spread watercolor painting, only to have you be like, can we move like the calendar down or up or around? So I was like, you know what, to do this so that we both don't lose our minds, let's break it down into particular assets, like one at a time. I'll paint it. She can then go into Photoshop, recolor stuff, reposition it. So all the line art is done just for the characters intentionally. And then like a lot of the other assets like background or things that aren't the main characters are just like usually like 1 or 2 colors so that they have like some semblance of contrast. It was done intentionally. Initially, I was trying to convince my sister we should do like paper dolls for all the characters, but yeah. So it's mostly me right now. I haven't done much watercolor painting in like the last 1.5 or 2 years, or sketching. So I'm like, I just got to get like back into the habit of doing some. I was like, what the heck? I can do it on stream if people want to hang out and chat about doing art or why I'm doing certain things. I'm happy to do it. So right now I'm like, you know what? I just need to get back into the feel of the paper. The pace is for watercolor is pretty slow typically, even with just doing like 2 colors or like this thermos bottle, right? Like it's 1 color, varying levels of ink on it, but you gotta let it dry. If you're not patient, you get fun messes like this where I was trying to erase like a little corner and it just smeared. So I have the capacity to have an infinite amount of hobbies. So from time to time, I'm like, I should just go stream doing some other stuff like woodworking or I don't know, like whatever other video game stuff or whatever. I tend to take the position of I don't think there's too many things that are beyond me as long as I'm willing to put the time into it. So, I don't know. I always at least willing to try stuff. Like I had a friend that told me I could not juggle, and I was like, or I couldn't learn how to do it. And I was like, I figured it out pretty quick. I'm like, this isn't like that complicated. I was like, stop gatekeeping your hobby. So, sometimes I'll learn stuff just as a challenge because somebody says I can't do it, or they suggest I'm not good at it, or wouldn't be. I figure I'm usually good enough at most things to at least appreciate somebody that's actually putting in the time and effort. So, yeah, my parents used to own a printing and mailing business, so paper quality's always been something that's been important in my family's life. So this might be like 120 pound. I'd have to go check again, but I got like a pile of just scrap paper. So like, I don't know, like I can't remember if I did this or my daughter did or whatever, but I usually, if I'm like, I don't care about it that much, I'll just kind of keep using the different sides or empty spaces. So, yeah, kind of mess around. You should paint an OPZ, man. Sorry, I'm like trying to read through and kind of half doodle here. That seems to be like my ADD brain. Sometimes like I'll just talk and doodle and do like 6 things at the same time. And it'll sometimes come out better than I expect. Sometimes it's not. So, yeah, and breadcrumbs. If you ever get bored and you want to send me an email, I'm happy to check out what you may have done for books or art. Always happy to see what other folks are doing because I think it's cool. At the moment, so I mean, I don't. I'm kind of doodling at the moment, but I I know for assets I need to do like a cereal bowl. I'm probably not gonna do the cat here, but party hat needs to be done of some kind. Calendar, lunchbox, thermos. So I'm kind of half doodling and half doing stuff. I don't know why I started doing this weird busted dragon. Like it's starting. If I keep working on it, I figure it would eventually turn into more of an HR Geiger look or something. But whatever. Sharing is caring. My daughter, who's 17, doesn't prescribe to that right now, but I'm hoping she'll mature again and come back around. Man, my brush is getting dirty. So you never know. Like somebody just like pick up the water with your finger and make a mess. Drop more water on the paper, spread it around. Yeah, man. It's always good to just wander off, try new things. I I don't know. I have people that are like, "Are you trying to make like this style music? Or that like, are you aping this band?" I'm like, I don't know. I'm just doing my own thing over here. If it happens to look like somebody else, cool. I'll take it as a compliment. But I don't know. I'm not like usually into trying to like ape what somebody else is doing, except if it's just trying to learn like a little bit for like how can I make it more interesting for myself. So, but I don't know that I have like a. I probably should find like a new mentor in my life, but right now I'm happy to go do my own thing. So yeah, I don't know. Like for me, it's like even like the same thing with the music. It's like just lay something down and get the feel of it again. So I just gotta get the feel of doing watercolor paint, layering, making different textures. I guess that's kind of my thing is like, what's the texture? Like I don't. Yeah, I think it's like it's cool to like like I don't as I said like I take it as like a compliment because unless somebody's like your stuff looks like my 5-year-old could do better. I'm like, okay, well, thank you for the input, and I'm sure you have an amazing 5-year-old. So keep nurturing them to excel. And I don't mind setting the bar low. Sometimes you just got to set it low. But let's see. I guess I gotta go start wrapping up because I gotta get my car inspected. So let me start winding down here. So much ink stuck in this pen or brush. Oh, see, I don't care what I take a different approach. Breadcrumbs. I generally don't. It's like I let people go think what they want. Like that doesn't bother. Like they can be like that looks terrible or that looks amazing. Like I don't take the this looks amazing because like you know this. I can go through all of the artwork in here, and I can see every mistake, and it can irritate the heck out of me. I'm like, I should have done this or should have done that. On the other hand, there is a lot of value in just finishing something and getting it across the line. So, keeping it simpler, letting mistakes go through, and being okay with them. Like, it's not like there was like some of the stuff that I have for artwork up here. Like, I don't know, like this. I like my sister took some of this where I was like, don't use like this. This is terrible, and she like found a way to use it. I'll see it. I'm like, I don't like that, but good for her for using it, and it's her book, so she can do what she wants with it. Anyway, thanks everybody for stopping by and hanging out. And I don't know if I'll do it. I'll probably do like off stuff once in a while for doing like different art or soldering or whatever. Who knows? But yeah, feel free to hang out. Let me know what you guys like or dislike, and probably keep doing my own thing anyway. So thanks everybody. Have a great day, and we'll catch up later. Peace.